the internet. It's a place where you can see incredible things like glamour shots of cats, Angora show bunnies, or even this rare, heartbreaking footage of an injured World War I soldier returning home to his pregnant wife.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
You idiots! I got you so good! I got you so good! The internet has been blowing our minds with its power and convenience for decades, as you can see in this actual AOL ad from the 90s.
Hey, Dan, ready for the game? I'm just finishing up here with my new kayaking friends.
Kayaking friends on your computer?
Yeah, I just got America Online.
Sounds great. Listen, I can't go to the game today.
What?
I've got to send something for my mom's birthday. It's tomorrow. I'll then book plane tickets for our trip next week, and my kids got to go to the library to look up dinosaurs.
Hey, we can take care of all that before we go.
Yeah, right.
Oh, with America Online.
Amazingly, that ad was 20 years ago, and the internet has become integral to modern life. But unfortunately, it's also become a haven for harassment. And I'm not talking about everyday internet abuse, of which I am more than aware. Look at our YouTube page, and you'll see comments like, I don't know why, but I always picture John Oliver as a puffin, and watch his hands, his fingers are like creepy spider legs, which is ridiculous because, oh, God! Oh, get off me! No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the kind of direct threats that can make people fear for their safety. Women in particular can receive a veritable cornucopia of horrifying messages online. Listen to how these women were treated when they spoke out against what they saw as sexism in the video game industry.
I'm constantly aware of the fact that there's an enormous amount of hate directed towards me.
Hate in the form of bomb threats, rape threats, even death threats.
For the record, if someone did that to me, I'd hitch a ride to the International Space Station straight away. Except, who am I kidding? They'd never let me in. I've got spiders for hands! The internet is mean! And women aren't just threatened and harassed online. The internet has thrown up a whole new way to wreck their lives. It's called revenge porn. You may have heard of it. It's when naked photos of people are posted online without their consent. And it can be devastating. This is Anne-Marie Chiarini, an English professor who let her then-boyfriend take some private photos of her. Now, after they broke up, he sent them to her employer and her son's kindergarten teacher, and then this happened.
I received an anonymous email at work that a profile had been created of me. Someone was pretending to be me, and there were nude pictures on this profile. So I Googled my name, and the porn website X-Hamster came up. And there was my first and last name, the name of the college where I teach, the town where I live, and a solicitation for sex.
Now, that obviously sounds like a nightmare, and sadly, the horror of that situation led her to some pretty dark places. It comes down to us, and to fundamentally changing the way that we think about the internet. Because too often, you hear people play down the dangers of the internet by saying, well, relax, it's not real life. But it is. And it always has been. The whole point of those AOL ads 20 years ago was that what you did online would affect your life immediately.